Some of the most expensive mistakes buyers make in North Texas happen in homes that look completely move-in ready. And if you can't tell the difference between a quality renovation and a cosmetic flip, you could end up spending tens of thousands of dollars on repairs after you've already closed. In this video, I'm gonna walk you through 7 renovated home red flags I see buyers miss all the time, why they're becoming more common across North Texas, and how you can protect yourself before making an offer. Make sure you stay till the end because I'll show you the one red flag I see during showings that immediately tells me a renovation may have been done to quickly sell instead of built to last. Not long ago, I was showing homes to buyers relocating to the Dallas area. Like a lot of people moving here, they wanted something updated and move-in ready. They didn't want a project. They didn't want to spend their weekends replacing flooring or remodeling bathrooms. They wanted a home they could enjoy from day one. We found a house online that looked perfect. The photos were incredible. Fresh white cabinets, quartz countertops, modern light fixtures, luxury vinyl plank flooring throughout, new landscaping. Everything looked exactly like what buyers are searching for right now. When we pulled up, the curb appeal matched the photos. When we walked inside, the first impression was great, but after a few minutes, things started changing. One bedroom door wouldn't close properly. The flooring felt uneven in multiple areas. A few cabinet doors were already out of alignment. Some trim work had visible gaps. Then we stepped outside and noticed evidence of a previous foundation movement that had been cosmetically patched. Suddenly, the entire renovation started to look different. What initially felt like a fully renovated home started feeling a lot more like a home that had been prepared for photographs. And that's a distinction buyers need to understand. A home can look updated without actually being updated where it matters most. Across North Texas, we're seeing more renovated homes hit the market. Some are excellent. Some are genuinely improved from top to bottom, but others are renovated primarily to attract attention online and generate offers quickly. The challenge is that buyers naturally focus on what they can see: the kitchen, the bathrooms, flooring, paint colors, the fixtures. Meanwhile, the expensive part of the homes are often hidden: foundation, roof, HVAC, plumbing, electrical systems, drain lines, insulation. Those are the things that can cost thousands after closing. Before we get into the red flags, if we're just needing, my name is Eugene Gonzalez. I help buyers and sellers throughout the Dallas and North Texas navigate the market, avoid expensive mistakes, and make competent real estate decisions. Let's start with the first red flag: a cosmetic flip. This is probably the most common one. Now, let me be clear. Not every flipped house is bad. There are investors who do outstanding work. The problem is that buyers often assume a renovated appearance means everything's been updated. That's not always true. The cosmetic flip typically focuses on the things buyers notice immediately: paint, countertops, flooring, fixtures, landscaping, new appliances. The challenge is that these updates are relatively inexpensive compared to replacing a roof, repairing a foundation, updating plumbing, or rewiring electrical systems. When you're touring a renovated home, ask yourself this question: what was improved? Ask the seller what work was performed. Ask for documentation. Ask when the roof was replaced. Ask about HVAC. Ask about plumbing updates. Ask whether foundation work was completed. The more detailed the answers are, the more confidence you can have. The second red flag is what I call a half-renovated house. You've probably seen these. The kitchen looks amazing. The primary bathroom was beautiful. The secondary bathrooms look untouched. The windows are original. The water heater is old. The HVAC system is nearing the end of its lifespan. The house looks updated at first glance because the most visible rooms received upgrades. This doesn't automatically make it it a bad purchase, but it does mean buyers need to understand what future expenses may be coming down the line. One mistake I see buyers make is stretching their budget to purchase the home and then having to no reserve for future repairs. A house can be perfectly fine and still require future investment. You just need to know what you're getting into. The third red flag is unpermitted work. This is one that deserves serious attention. North Texas has seen plenty of garage conversions, room additions, enclosed patios, converted offices, and the remodeled spaces over the years. Some were pretty well completed properly, some were not. When major changes have been made to a property, ask questions. Were permits pulled? Were inspections completed? Was the work performed by licensed contractors? Does the square footage match public records? The reason this matters is because improperly completed work can create issues with insurance, resale value, financing, and future repairs. I've seen buyers discover that after closing, that portions of a home weren't completed to code requirements. That's a conversation you want to have before you buy, not afterwards. The fourth red flag is for layout changes. Open floor plans are popular. Investors know buyers love them. As a result, walls sometimes get removed simply because open concepts sell. The problem is that not every wall should come down. I've toured homes where the renovation technically made the house more open, but it ended up being less functional. The living room lost wall space for furniture. Storage was reduced. Traffic flow became awkward. Rooms felt disconnected. Sometimes the renovation follows trends without actually improving the way people live in the home. Whenever you're touring a renovated property, don't just ask yourself whether it looks modern. Ask yourself whether it functions better. The fifth red flag is neighborhood mismatch. This one catches a lot of buyers by surprise. You'll find the nicest renovated home in the neighborhood. Everything's beautiful. Everything is upgraded. Everything feels brand new. But then you notice the price is significantly higher than the surrounding homes. The reality is that real estate values are influenced by the surrounding neighborhood. Even if the renovation is exceptional, there can be limits to future appreciation if the home is dramatically more expensive than nearby properties. That doesn't mean you shouldn't buy it. It just means that you need to understand the market context before making the decision. The sixth red flag involves hidden system neglect. This is where buyers can get into trouble. Sometimes the visible portions of the home receive all the attention, while major systems receive very little. A house can have beautiful finishes while still having an aging HVAC system, old plumbing components, electrical concerns, roof issues, or drainage problems. None of those issues show up in listing photos. That's why inspections are so important. Which brings me to another mistake I see buyers make all the time. Many buyers think a standard inspection is simply a box to check before closing. In reality, the inspection period is one of the most important parts of the entire transaction. A good inspector can help identify those issues that could save you thousands of dollars. But buyers need to know and go beyond simply receiving the report. Read it, ask questions, attend the inspection if possible. Understand what the inspector is seeing. In some situations, additional inspections may be worth considering. Foundation specialists, roof specialists, HVAC specialists. Depending on the age and the condition of the property, those additional evaluations can provide valuable information. The seventh red flag is something I call renovation inconsistency. This is when the quality of workmanship changes from room to room. The kitchen looks professionally completed. The bathroom looks rushed. One room has excellent finish work and another one has obvious shortcuts. One area looks professionally planned. Another area feels all slapped together. When quality varies significantly throughout the house, it raises questions about how the renovation was managed. Consistency really does matter. Good workmanship tends to show up throughout the home. Now let's talk about the red flag I promised at the beginning. This is something I noticed almost immediately when when walking through a renovated home. Everything looks new, but nothing feels solid. Cabinets wobble. The doors, they stick. Floors feel uneven. Light fixtures move when touched. Drawers don't close smoothly. Trim work has visible gaps. The home photographs beautifully, but when you interact with it, something just feels off. That feeling is often your first clue that the renovation may have prioritized appearance over quality. That's why I always encourage buyers to slow down during showings. Open every door, open every cabinet, turn on faucets, check water pressure, look under sinks, test windows, pay attention to details. A quality renovation usually holds up under closer inspection. A rush renovation often starts revealing itself pretty quickly. The good news is that there are plenty of great renovated homes across Dallas and North Texas. Some investors and sellers do fantastic work. The goal isn't to avoid renovated home. The goal is to understand how to separate the quality renovations from expensive surprises. If you're thinking about buying or selling anywhere in the Dallas or the North Texas area, reach out. I'm happy to help you evaluate homes, identify potential concerns before they become costly problems, and make sure you're making the best decision for your situation.